Let me just say before we get started, I'm rating this video PG-13 due to cursing and TMI. That means I will be giving you way too much information, so if you have a queasy, weak stomach, or if you find yourself saying,
"Ooh, girl, I need to change this video,"
don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, so it's Saturday night. I'm about to watch a movie with Lil Sis, and I decide I want to go to the bathroom. So when I go to use the John, I see blood making its way from my body into the toilet. I'm just shocked. I'm about to have a... First thing I do is tell my sister what's going on, and then I call my auntie. I tell her, "I can't believe it, I can't believe it. Hey, check it out, check it out." She tells me, calm down, you know, drink a lot of water, drink a lot of juice, and if anything gets worse or if anything happens again, you know, call me back. You know, we're gonna have to go to the doctor, go to the hospital, whatever. So I took her advice. I drank a lot of water, and everything went back to normal after that. Actually, my voice cracking. It's Sunday night, and I'm at my friend Lisa's house. We're watching a movie. The snack is popcorn, chocolate chip cookies, and soda.
I don't drink soda.
So I asked, okay, well, is there water or juice? Let me have some water or juice. There's cranberry juice in the fridge, so I get cranberry juice. I get 2 cups of cranberry juice, actually. Needless to say, I was running to the bathroom after the movie, so that was that. The thing to remember, though, is I had 2 cups of cranberry juice. Remember that for the end of the story. Monday morning, it's like the most terrible thing ever. I'm having the worst pain on the planet. So I call my auntie, and I'm like whining to her on the phone. I wake my sister up. It's 7 in the morning, so I wake her up because she hears me screaming and whining and things like that. I'm in so much pain. She gets off the phone. She figures out who's gonna come get my sister and take her to school because I'm calling 911. I experienced these kind of pains a year before, and I kind of had an idea of what it was gonna be, especially seeing as to what happened Saturday night. So I already have an idea of what's happening. So I call the police. That lady got on the phone. I said,
"This time won't you save me? This time won't you save me? Maybe I can feel myself giving up, giving up."
She want to talk about some, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but this is not an..." Wait, this sounds like a man. What am I doing? "Sorry, sir, you know, this doesn't sound like an emergency call, so you will be receiving a fire truck and an ambulance on the way, but there will be no lights, no sirens. Expect them to get there in about half an hour." F. That was strike one for me. That was really strike one. Like, I'm dying of pain. I'm screaming my face off, and she want to talk about it's not an emergency call. My cousin comes, he takes my sister to school. I'm still at home waiting on the freaking ambulance. They take forever and a day. Now, they get there. I'm like laid out on the floor, like just like, So they start, you know, checking my blood pressure and then putting all this like stuff on me or whatever. Like about an hour before that, I figured I was gonna go to the hospital. Well, I knew I was gonna go to the hospital. So I ate some cereal because I knew it was gonna take forever to get some food, so I just ate some cereal. No, I'm breathing hard. So what happens? Of course, I'm like, I don't feel very good. I feel nauseous. So the doctor, not the doctor, the ambulance guy or whatever, he says,
"Fuck it, give me that damn bucket."
So his partner goes into the kitchen, grabs the trash can, like dumps the trash on the floor and just brings the bucket. I'm just, it happened. I hate throwing up, it's the worst, but I threw up. So, I mean, that was happening or whatever. I can tell the guy was looking over at his partner. I know he must have been thinking,
"Give him some Kleenex, match his little V-necks. Oh, that's what he left. Let his mama pick it up."
So that was the fire truck people. The ambulance finally comes. Okay, so it's 2 dudes. They're walking super slow to put me in the bed, strap me in, and go. They're taking forever. It's the worst, it's the worst, it's the worst. I just threw up, so I'm like dehydrated. I'm begging for water. Please, 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 please get me water, get me water, get me water, get me water. No, we can't get you any water. So I'm like, could you at least give me an ice pack or something? Can I put something cold on me? I'm like dying over here. I'm like mega hot. I'm sweating. So he at least got me an ice pack, but he wanted to talk about, no, we can't get you any water. That was strike 2. I was over that. We start going. They are going so slow, super slow, and on top of that, they want to take the longest way to the hospital, and they're getting every red light on the planet. How dare they not put on the freaking lights and the sirens? You could have done it. Like, no one's gonna stop you. Just go. Freaking get me to the hospital. Make no sense. The dude tries to comfort me, I guess, talking about some, oh,
You know, we're 10 minutes away.
5 minutes goes by and he says,
We're 10 minutes away.
I know we're not 10 minutes away. I might be dying, but I still told him, you said that 5 minutes ago. That was strike 3. I was just pissed. I was over it. I get to the hospital, finally. They freaking decide, like, hey, where are we gonna put him? What room are we going in? Whatever. So at this point,
I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. Raw, like a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon.
it was bad. They finally put me in the room. I'm like begging for water still. Please give me water. Please give me water. The freaking nurse says no, we can't get you any water or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, can I at least go use the bathroom? And no, I can't go use the bathroom. So it's like I'm going nowhere fast. And then they all leave the room. I'm stuck in the room alone. And then finally, like, a doctor type of lady comes in. I over here saying something about her being a student. So she's not even really a doctor. She's a freaking rent-a-doctor. I got a super angry behind guy nurse and a student doctor. It was terrible. So I ask again just to see what happens. Hey, can I please get some water? Please. The doctor lady is about to say yes. She's like,
Well, let me see if...
The angry nurse dude quickly shuts her down and says,
Now, he can't get any water.
so I'm like just looking at them both like,
See them girl, that contradiction.
they finally come in and they finally, you know, put the IV in and stuff and, you know, get me drugged up. When I tell you, I was like,
I fly high, I'm blazing, just like I'm blazing.
the pain, gone. It was gone. The nurse dude comes back. He says, okay, we're gonna take you for a CAT scan. I'm high as hell, so I just go with him or whatever. All I remember is them telling me, you know, put your arms up while you go into like the donut type of thing or whatever. I'm just looking at it like, so they take me back to the room. I was laying there. Nobody was in the room by this point. My cousin had to go. That's when I ended up taking a picture I took and posted on Facebook. Finally, the dude comes back or whatever, the nurse dude, and he comes back and tells me, you know, we got the results or whatever, and he also handed me water, finally. So I asked him, like, so is it kidney stones? Like, or, you know, is it one? Or like, how many? What's going on? He pretty much says,
This stone is flawless. F1.
so after that, you know, the lady comes in to discharge me or whatever. They gave me my prescriptions and stuff, and she said, okay, well, you're pretty much ready to go. So I have nobody there with me. I rode with, like, on the ambulance there, so I didn't drive. And even if I was driving, I'm high as hell. How am I gonna drive home? So, you know, I tell her my situation. She goes, oh, let me go up to the desk and come back. We'll figure something out. You know what this lady comes back with? A bus pass. She wanna have the nerve to give me a bus pass. I'm like this. Make no sense. So I grab my stuff anyway and I'm wobbling out of the hospital. Thank God for this angel from heaven. This dude catches me or whatever, like sees me walking. He stops me. Clearly, he sees that
I was on the plane with the wine.
he tells me stop. There's no way you're going nowhere. Just because you're discharged doesn't mean you have to leave though. You know, recuperate and then maybe you could leave or at least try to find rides. Something. Man, I'm just looking at this dude like,
Shawty, I'ma only tell you this once, you the illest.
so I end up laying down in the hallway on one of the beds, and the nurse dude comes back, sees me, and he asked the dude what was going on. He tells him that I was discharged and given a bus pass. So they both go to the lady and they give her the business. I'm feeling good because I'm hearing stuff like,
This is the state of Florida. Are you kidding me? If he decides he wants to go across the street to catch the bus and a car hits him, runs him over, throws him up in the air, that's a liability. Like, are you kidding me? How dare you let him leave this hospital with a bus pass?
I was happy, but I was too high to be showing any emotion. So I was just like... Anyways, I go to sleep for like at least an hour, and I wake up, and the nurse dude asked me how you feeling, and I'm like, a lot better. He asked me if I'm hungry. He gets me a whole meal, like a whole burger, broccoli, potatoes, tomato soup, and chocolate pudding. It was amazing. I'm eating. I'm finally a little less high. Anyways, I'm still kind of high. And my aunt ends up finding a ride, so I have a ride to go home now. It all ended up working out or whatever. So that was my hospital story. I'm not gonna say the name of the hospital, or I didn't give names of any of the people. I'm not a complete ass. But a lot of you were asking, so I decided I'd dish. I will say though, if I had to sum this entire video up into one sentence, it would be,
If I had a dick, I would pull it out and piss on him. Let me shake it off.
wait.